Right, my new stanchions have arrived, and they were ordered just a couple of days ago from Brooks Suspension. They arrived today, which was fairly quick service. We've got the original one here, the bananaed one, for comparison, see what the new ones look like. There we go, all bagged up. Right, well, first glances, they look about the same length, same groove machined into it. Both got oil holes, which look about the same size. Actually, the original looks slightly smaller, but I'm sure in operation it probably makes a lot of difference. Good oil film on here. Slightly different coloured chrome. This is a slightly shinier chrome, this is a slightly duller chrome, but that's not an issue. The ends look very similar. We've got the threaded section up here. No signs of any rust or corrosion. The 2 evenings I had free whilst I was waiting for the new stanchion to turn up, I set to sanding and polishing all the scratches, or most of the scratches and dents, out of these lower suspension parts, and they've come up. I've got greasy fingerprints on them now, but they have come up far better than I ever expected. I mean, some of the scratches in there were just horrendous, but yeah, it's come up well. So, now bear in mind, I've never done this before, so this could go smoothly or it could be horrendous. We'll find out in a minute. I'm just going to put a bit of fork oil around the outside of the seals. That should hopefully get them to slide in a bit easier. I had a hell of a time getting the old seals out, so hopefully these will go in easily, but you never know. I don't have a tool, so the best I can hope for is to just gently push them into place. And then hopefully use what's left of the old seals to force them down square. Of course, life is never that easy. Okay, that's the old mangled seal. Just gonna gently okay. Okay, there is a slight different design here. This is a smooth bore pretty much all the way down. This one has a strange baffle halfway down it, which is bizarre. I hope that doesn't fit. That doesn't make any sense. The spring fits. Okay, so we come across a slight problem with these aftermarket tubes. There is a slightly narrower internal diameter. It starts off alright, but then it steps down and the spring goes in, but the damper rod seems to just want to hang up slightly. Now I'm going to just apply a little bit of pressure. It could just be the damper seal that's not quite seating. I think it's this seal here just hanging up on the... I wonder if it going backwards, just to see if it... No, so it does, it will go with a wiggle. It will go with a wiggle. It's just getting that wiggle. It's odd. If I'm going backwards, it just tests the diameter and twist, it goes in. But if I go forwards, I can't do the twisting action, so I can't get it to, and I don't want to force it. Okay, I'm going to modify this tool, see what happens. Quick modification of the tool, I tapered it slightly so it just creates a slight fit in there. Might be able to allow me to just gently twist this and get it go in. Now all I need to do is get it off the, there we go. If I pull, the problem is if the tube's narrow and the spring compresses, it's going to want to open up a bit, and I have a horrible feeling it's going to want to bind inside the tube, but we'll give it a go and see what happens. Okay, the next step in reassembly. The first spring. See if I can get that going. Oh, that's gone in. It's gone down nicely. Followed by the washer. That's gone in. Followed by a spring, and I'm going to just lube this up a bit because it looks a bit dry. Springs in. Okay, right. I'm just going to loosely put the cap on now. Make sure that fits. It does. Good. Okay, that wasn't the smoothest operation, but we're making some progress. Check for any signs of damage. See any. Okay. Some fork oil on that. Now, like I say, I've never done this before, so let's kind of suck it and see a bit. Be careful not to damage the seal, and hopefully it'll just push into the seal. There we go. Okay, having slid that all the way in, I realised I'd left something off, which is this locating cap that sits at the bottom there. Now we can put it back carefully into the seal. And push that home. Now that should be locked in place. That feels so much better than the banana fork we took out. That feels smooth. Okay, I don't want to over push it because we've only lightly oiled it. But that feels so much better. The next job is the dust cap, and I think this is where this grease comes in, because I think the idea is to grease the inside of the lip to catch the dirt and stop it getting down to the seal. It really is red. Now I don't know how much of this I'm supposed to use, but I'll just put it on liberally along the inside of the dust seal. Again, put some fork oil. Okay, I finally managed to just gently tap it home. I put another piece of wood on the edge of the lip here and just tapped on that rather than beating the seal to death. So I'll repeat the process for the next one. At least I've got half an idea of how to do it now. I will torque this down once it's in the bike at the top there, and I need to put some oil in it now as well, which I'll do that now. And then it's done. That means I can swirl it around as well before I put it back in the bike. Right, according to my manual here, the forks require for the XL250s and 500s 185 to 195 cc. So I'll measure that out. Okay, let's just move that oil about inside. Good stuff. That's the first fork done.